Hello, my name is Latoya Mack, owner of Trinity Cover Tax and Business Solutions. I'm so glad that you tuned into this video. As a tax professional, I often get the question, what can I write off on my taxes? Well, this video is for you. I want to discuss itemized deductions. These are eligible expenses that the IRS will allow you to claim or write off on your taxes for in completing your tax return to determine your taxable income. The higher these expenses are, the lower your taxable income will be, in turn giving you a better refund or helping you to reduce your tax liability. So what are these expenses? There are 6 main categories that these expenses fall under. The first one is out-of-pocket medical expenses. Yes, the IRS will allow you to write off any medical expenses that you pay out of your pocket that are in excess of 7.5% of your adjusted gross income. So for example, if you make $100,000, to make it easy, the threshold is $7,500. So when you add up all of your medical expenses for the year, in order to benefit, those expenses have to total more than $7,500. That may seem like a lot, but let me tell you, we know that medical expenses can be very expensive. But there's also a long list of items that fall under this category. You know, it's doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, even mileage to and from the doctor's visits, co-pays, things of that nature are all deductible. For a complete list, visit www.irs.gov to make sure that you will be able to capture all the expenses that you can claim as medical expenses. The second category is taxes that you pay. The IRS will allow you to deduct state and local income taxes, as well as state and local general sales taxes. So you may have not kept all of your receipts for purchases that you made throughout the year, but the IRS has a table that has amounts based on where you live and the particular tax rates for that area that will help you to determine an amount for sales tax that you are able to write off. Also, taxes such as real estate and personal property taxes are also deductible under this category. The third type of expense that you can write off is interest. Interest on a qualified home mortgage, which is your primary residence, or a second or vacation home. You are able to write off interest on any amount borrowed to purchase those properties. The fourth category is gifts to charity. Any charitable contributions that you made to qualified organizations is deductible. Whether you made those amounts by check, by cash, or if you donated property, the value of that property is tax deductible. Typically, those organizations will give you a statement that has the total amount that you're able to claim. The fifth category is casualty and theft losses. The IRS will allow you to deduct any losses that you experience from damage to your property as a result to a disaster or stolen personal property. And so these amounts are deductible. You must file an insurance claim, and the amounts are determined by the amount that you receive from your insurance. And so those amounts are deductible. Now in this category, this year the IRS released disaster tax relief that fall under this category for individuals who were impacted or affected by the national disasters that occurred in 2017, such as Hurricane Harvey, Hurricane Irma, Hurricane Maria, and then also the wildfires that occurred in California. I will do a separate video specifically covering this topic so that individuals will know what type of relief is available in their recovery efforts. So stay tuned and look out for that. The sixth category is job expenses and miscellaneous deductions in excess of 2% of your AGI. So, yes, job expenses or any expenses that you incur that are ordinary and necessary for you to perform your job duties is deductible, only to the extent that you are not reimbursed by your employer. So that's really good to know. Also, any miscellaneous expenses such as tax preparation fees, as well as professional dues, membership, and even expenses for education or classes that you took to improve your skill set or your knowledge. Those expenses are also deductible. And so those are the six main categories of expenses that are usually tax deductible. And so you definitely want to make note of that. There are new laws that were implemented this year that will significantly impact these expenses. So you definitely want to get with your tax preparer, your tax professional, to find out how these new laws will impact you. Because if you wait until this time next year, it may be too late. So definitely get ahead of the game and find out how you can position yourself to have a better tax advantage on next year. So that's all I have. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at www.trinitytaxsolutions.com. You can also schedule your free tax cut strategy session in which will help you to strategize to increase your refund and or break even or lower your taxes. We'd be glad to assist you with that. Please subscribe to my channel and see you next time. Until then, happy tax season.